Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Fuzzy Alvin, and today I'm going to answer a question that many people have been asking me throughout the time that I've been playing Battlefield video games. This question pretty much pertains to, as the screenshot in front of you now shows, how the hell am I at the top of the scoreboard or pretty close to it, and I have like 0 kills and a shit ton of deaths? And it's a fair good question. And pretty much, let me just quit rambling on and I'll get right into it. Well, to tell you the truth, I do it by playing as a medic, or I guess you could call it the assault class is the actual proper name for it. Like all I do is pretty much stock up on med kits and bring a fully charged defibrillator, and of course a backup battery. You always want to have a backup battery. And pretty much just run around the map and heal people. I kind of just stick around where most my teammates are and pretty much just heal them. I don't really focus on killing anybody. I mean, sometimes I may have to, and sometimes when I'm trying to rest someone, I die in the process. It's just the way it is. And yeah, I mean, I go like 0 kills and 20 deaths. It seems really stupid, and it's like, if you go 0 deaths and have, or 0 kills and have, a butt ton of deaths, well, you suck, man. You shouldn't play these games anymore. Well, really, to be honest with you, KD doesn't really matter anymore. And to touch base on that is, with the way things are, with the way video games like first-person shooters like Battlefield and Call of Duty, it's just not important anymore. KD doesn't matter, because one game you can go completely crazy and just dominate, and have like 100 kills and like 5 deaths, and then like the next match, you get your butt whooped and you don't get any kills. It's just the way it is, especially in Call of Duty. And then plus for me, like veteran players, including myself, I've been playing Call of Duty since the very beginning, when the very first Call of Duty game came out for the PlayStation 2. And for Battlefield, I started playing Battlefield for Battlefield Bad Company 1. So I've been playing for a very long time with first-person shooters, and to tell you the truth, I'm wore out. The spark and the fun and the, just the enjoyment of killing other players and getting that adrenaline rush, when you go and kill like 10 people with one C4 when you throw it in the room, it's just not exciting for me anymore. And doing it this way, it's actually kind of fun. I'm doing something different. I'm adding player value to myself. And I'll touch base with that too. To take, for example, like player value, like sure, KD sometimes does matter. Okay, yes, being able to kill people and survive is a good thing, but like you won't win a war without it. I mean, you have to be able to kill people, especially in these type of video games, to win a war. I mean, you can't just go up to that person and like just start talking him to death. It doesn't work like that. But also being able to heal people, revive people, and keep your teammates going, and helping you kill stuff, other people, that's also good too. Think of it like this, like a good example for that. Like say you're in a battlefield. Let's just take the which one? All right, let's say Operation Metro. Okay, in Operation Metro, there is this bag in this dead center middle of Operation Metro, and whichever team gets it and brings it back to their base wins. No, let's not use that because that's kind of dumb. Let's use like a command post. Whichever team captures it first wins. Okay, now let's say both teams have 0 medics. Neither team has people that are able to. Neither team has defibrillators or med packs. Okay, pretty much just an all-out death match. Whoever kills the other team first is pretty much gonna win that game. But now let's add in, like with your team, let's add you in as a medic. You have a defibrillator, you have med packs, you can res people. Well, guess who's gonna win that? Most likely your team, because the whole thing is during that time period when someone dies and doesn't get revived, now he has to sit there and wait for a few seconds to go through that pathetic death cam they have, and then to respawn. And if he can't for some reason spawn on one of his own teammates right where the battle is, he has to run back, and that takes time. And during that time, the battle may be over and the other team may have already won that objective, or and that's just the way it is. I think that's a pretty good example. And then, like, of course, if you have people that can revive you, then that outcome can change, because that way you revive your teammates, they get right back up right there, they can start fighting again, and you can still manage to defend or make that offensive push to really win. Now, you're probably also saying, well, sometimes also not killing people and just running around reviving people isn't very fun. Or, like, how does just running around reviving people make you good? Well, I can tell you right now is it actually makes you probably the best player on the team for your group, because even though you may not be physically pulling the trigger and killing people, but reviving your teammates that died, they can get back up after you revive them, then they can kill the person that killed them if they're lucky enough to get a shot off. And then it pretty much count. It may not actually count, but it sort of does, because you're reviving that teammate, he's getting revived, he's getting back up, and he's killing that person that killed him. That right there is something. And that's the way it should be. It's like you're pretty much the best player on the team. You may not be actually getting kills when it shows on the scoreboard, but you actually are. And to me, that's pretty good. Player value is worth more than KD or anything. In the time period we are for first-person shooters, if you still think KD's a big thing anymore, it really isn't. But yeah, it's still fun to try and get the high KD. Back when I was heavy into Call of Duty, I played Black Ops 1 a hell of a lot, and I got like a 2.0 KD. I got a really high KD, but now I just don't care for that stuff anymore. It's not for me, and that's okay. So I really encourage all of you that watch this video to start playing a medic. Help your team out. Be a team player. It's better than just running around and killing people, but then again, maybe that's your thing, and that's okay. Medics are the dominators, no matter how many times you die. So that's the end of this little rant. I'll see you guys around.